let's talk about Felix Auger-Aliassime, man. His first ATP Masters final, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, appearance in a final anyway at Masters 1000 level. And yeah, he had an interesting kind of run to that final. Um, Again, so Felix being I think he was outside the top. Yeah, he was definitely outside the top
He
30
was,
at the
yeah.
start. So
Mm.
he wasn't seeded. So he literally had to start from the first round,
Mm-hmm.
where he beat Yoshihito Nishioka in
Yep.
in three sets.
Yeah.
And then it was Adrian Manarino in straights, bageled him in the
Mm-hmm.
first, which is great. And then Jakub Mensik, the 18-year-old Czech, who like everyone's kind of talking about at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the kind of retirement started. So Felix won the first set 6-1, and then they started the second set, and then Mensik retired at one love down,
Mm-hmm.
which is a shame. And then round of 16, that's where the kind of big win came against Casper Ruud,
Mm-hmm.
who was coming off the back of winning, was it Barcelona?
I
Pretty
believe,
sure
yeah,
he,
Barcelona. No, no,
yeah.
no. What's that place again? Monte Carlos. Was it not? No, Monte Carlos was
It was, no,
Tsitsipas. Sorry,
it
Monte
was
Carlos was
Barcelona.
Tsitsipas. Barcelona was rude. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
confusing
because
the
he
two.
beat
Yeah,
Tsitsipas in that final, did
in that
Ruud.
final. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So he
Yes,
was
yes,
coming
sorry.
in off the back of some good form. And
Mm-hmm,
obviously
mm-hmm.
he loves to play. So
Yeah,
I think everybody was kind of looking at that match with Felix thinking, okay, this is going to be probably a
yeah.
straightforward win for Casper
Mm-hmm,
Ruud.
mm-hmm,
Felix had
mm-hmm,
other ideas, 6-4,
mm-hmm,
7-5 victory.
mm-hmm,
Um, and I was like, yes, we're back. Like Felix
mm-hmm.
is back now. And then the quarterfinal was supposed to be against the second seed, Yannick Sinner.
I
But
know.
yeah, Sinner withdrew before. Well, he
Mm-hmm,
pulled out the tournament at that
mm-hmm,
point, which is
mm-hmm.
a shame.
Yeah, he was
And
injured.
he's also pulled out of Rome as well, which isn't
Yeah, he
great
did.
for him.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a walkover into the semi-finals. Um, and there he was supposed to, well, he met Yuri Lehechka, the
Mm-hmm.
31st seed, who beat Rafa Nadal en route. Do you remember?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And yeah, unfortunately, there they played 6 games, so it was 3-3, and then Lehechka retired.
Yeah, I was
At
watching it. Yeah. He
at
looked
3-3.
really uncomfortable.
He was
Like it
very
was
distraught as
bad.
well.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
bad.
and they like Felix gave him a nice hug at the net as well. And
Yeah,
again with
yeah, yeah.
Felix too, to show you like the kind of, obviously everyone kind of praises his character and like just the way he is as a person.
I mean,
Like
even Rublev did at
yeah, and
during
I did
the
love that, and we
final.
will talk about that as well. But I
Hmm.
just love how after that Lehechka match, he was like, you know what, this isn't really about me. Like my opponents just had to like withdraw from the potentially one of the biggest matches of his life, like at this
Yeah,
point. So
especially
like
after
just
beating Nadal as well.
exactly. Like I just love how he kind of took everything. Like he just made it all about like Lehechka's unfortunate withdrawal.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, and then we get to that final against Rublev, the eighth
Hmm.
seed.
Hmm.
Oh, Lucy, it was tough. It was so tough, man. So tough. And I was watching that as well, like not in the best, not in the best condition.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, when he won that first set, I was like, okay, we're in here. Like
Yeah, because the
we
first set he was even leading up for one.
this is the thing,
He was
exactly.
he was hitting like his serves at the first couple the first two set, like it was just amazing. Like his serves during that match was probably like one of the best I've seen in a very long time, especially the first set. Like he
Yeah.
was hitting a lot of body serves, and that was like Rublev was not liking that. Like he just couldn't do anything with it. But for after that 4-1, his service game was just like a bit like, because Rublev was just getting up and just, getting in there and stuff. Um,
Do you
but
think the
then
nerves kind of got to him, as in Felix, like as that set was going? Because like you said, he was a double break up, and then Rublev did kind of
I
force a
really
comeback.
don't, I generally don't think so. I
Okay.
don't think it was the nerves. I think it's more to do with experience. Rublev is, a top player. Uh,
Yeah.
And
And
like we
he
said
has won
earlier,
he's won a Masters 1000 before as well. Yeah.
you know, I just think it's just one of them things, because he knew what he was doing was right. Like he wasn't doing it's just towards the end, like for example, that I can't remember if it was the first or second set. No, that second set, sorry. That second set when Rublev won it, when you even throughout the match, or even when you look at the numbers, like they were really like kind of head to head. They were
Yeah, it
not
was
doing
tight.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really tight. The only thing that he just needed to work on was the unforced errors. And unfortunately, that's what he couldn't really work on during that final set. So that's why I
Yeah.
don't. So maybe it isn't, but I don't personally think it was the nerves. It's kind of hard to know with Felix because, like I said, I've said this on the pod so many times. He's a very hard person to read. So that's why I can't really jump into nerves for me personally. I just think it's one of the things that I've always felt like he needed to work on anyways is to knowing how to deal with his unforced errors and double faults and stuff, especially at important moments, because those unforced errors were going high during that final set, and that final set is a very important final set. Like
Yeah,
we
but
need to
again,
turn it
he was
down.
cramping in that final set, man. Like,
People
so
were
he wasn't.
saying that, but I
Yeah,
didn't I didn't really clock it personally.
yeah, because he was getting like
Um,
treatment on his every
Yeah,
changeover. He was
that
getting his
yeah,
legs
yeah,
rubbed
yeah. He was
down. Like,
getting rubbed
yeah,
down, yeah. So maybe that probably distracted him, definitely.
but also, and this was kind of said after the match too with the Sky Sports team. Like the tension of everything, it
Mm,
has an effect on the body in terms of like
that's
just,
true.
and you would know as well, like being a fitness girl, like
Mhm.
the body does. It's a weird thing in terms of how it
Yeah, no, no, no,
reacts
no. I,
in
I,
certain
I I don't
situations.
disagree with that. Yeah, no, no. 100%, especially that people will probably look at him as like, well, you had mad walkovers. Your body rested
Exactly.
enough. You shouldn't think.
Yeah.
And that's one, and it's gonna sound bad, but that's one of the reasons why I wasn't too upset that he won. Because I'm not gonna lie, Eugene, like I know we should look at the positive,
Yeah.
but at the back of my mind, I was thinking, if this guy wins this match, we will not hear, we will not like, we will literally just be hearing nonsense
I hear you. Like there'll be an
non-stop.
asterisk.
They
Yeah.
will be like on it, especially respectfully, Rublev fans, because I didn't know Rublev fans were just, all like that. It would have been crazy, honestly speaking. They would have
Really.
been
It's funny.
talking
Yeah,
shite,
it's funny you
which
say,
is
and
annoying because even before Madrid Open, he was playing well. I remember watching the BMW Open. Although he didn't win that, obviously, he was still like playing well. Even in Madrid, the matches that he played, he still did a job. He bageled what's his name?
Manarino.
That Marino and obviously some people might say, yeah, it's just him, but he's been on
Manarino
smoke
is a
this
solid
year.
player, man. Yeah.
He's a solid player. He's very well experienced. And he's been really playing well, surprisingly, as better than he has in a very long time this year.
Mm,
So,
mm.
he beat Rude, who just literally won a title, and he's really good on clay. But you know how people are; they're gonna forget all of that.
See,
So,
I do want to pick up on what Lucy, because I hear what you're saying about people being on Felix if he did win the title. But
mm-hmm,
then for me, that's the beauty of like our platform. Do you understand? Because
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
we kind of have the, I don't want to say power, like we're like, it's not that, but
mm-hmm,
we can force a conversation to go the way we want it to go, if that makes sense. So
mm-hmm,
that's
mm-hmm,
why when we posted that thing on Twitter and I posted it again on IG, I was like,
mm-hmm.
well, yeah, of course the results are going to read with the walkovers and the retirements, but at the same time, this is the first time he's reached an ATP Masters final.
Yeah,
And also, it's not like, apart from the Sinner match, which was the only walkover. For every single one of those matches he played, he had to be out there and be ready to play on court, and he was.
yeah,
Do you
yeah,
understand? So there's like
yeah.
a certain level of, I say certain, there's a level of preparation that you have to go
Mm-hmm,
through in
mm-hmm,
order to be ready for a match. He was ready to play in all of those matches apart from the Sinner walkover. That's it. So I
mm-hmm.
think he deserves immense credit regardless. And of course, yeah, you can say, yeah, he got some early retirements. Listen, that's sport. Like sport is a weird thing. Like some odd,
True.
unexplainable things happen in sport. Like
Yeah.
that's just how it is.
Mm.
So I would have been ready if Felix won Madrid, I would have been ready to back it like
To be
till the
fair,
end.
someone tried to be cheeky on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it, talking about like uh I can't remember the tweet exactly, but it was somewhere along the lines of like, oh, this might be like the biggest. If he wins the title, it might be like one of the
Yeah, I saw
biggest
that. Uche,
scam.
my boy,
Yeah.
Uche showed me at work when I was
But
because
you
I
know
was in the
what's
office
mad?
all
The
the
quote tweets
day.
were full of people defending him. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't think because don't think, and that's what I love about especially like the Black Tennis Twitter. It's like, yeah, they might be all like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're like losing this and that. But if one person chats crap about
They're
one
on
of the
you.
black players, they're
Yeah.
on you. So yeah, respect to Black Tennis Twitter, man. Like for real, like they were really standing up for Felix for real. But shout out to
But
Felix, he's
no,
done well.
100%. Back in
But
the
to
top 20
me, I
now.
feel back in the top 20. But for me, I feel like the best news of all.
Here we go.
Ah, I haven't
Go
really
on.
smiled this pod, but look how I'm smiling. Look how I'm smiling. You see that? That is the smile of victory and freedom. And the
Freedom, you know.
freedom of Toni Nadal. Uncle Tony Nadal is okay. We had this conversation off mic, right?
Mm.
You said, yeah, he said like, yeah, he's off the team. I'm saying to you that he said it indirectly. In fact, let me show you. Shout out to Yasmin Saeed. She's the one who posted it
Yeah, from the Daily
first
Express. Yeah.
on Daily Express. But I am pretty sure. Like, I'm not saying that he didn't say that he's not part of the team, but he said it very indirectly.
I
Like
hear,
in
I
it, like
hear, I hear what you're saying, Lucy. But like for me, what more? How do you want him to say it? Like you want him to say, "Oh, fuck
true.
Tony Nadal." Like,
No, well, yeah. Yeah. How about that? Why not? Sometimes a little bit of chaos is not is I'm joking. Um he said so I think Yasmin must have asked him, and then he said, my coach has been here this whole tournament. Frederick is showing on court, blah, blah, blah. And he said, and no, Tony's back home. So far, we're traveling just this team together. With Tony no longer a part of the team, Felix dad, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. So it kind of confirms it. But I
please,
wish, no, no, no. But I
you
don't
want, you
want it
want, you
to
want,
be
you want it to
that.
be explicit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Save your chest. Say, no,
Oh,
Tony Nadal
Lucy.
has been fired from my team and he's no longer here. Thank you for your services, or thank you not. But no, he is no longer here. There's no law. He's not traveling with me. What does that mean?
He's not
Say it
traveling
fully.
anymore.
Say it fully, but it shows to you again what people have been saying about Felix is a nice, respectful guy. I get it.
Exactly.
But you can be respectful by saying someone got fired. They didn't do their damn job. Hello? You're not doing your job, you are fired. So if Felix not gonna say it, guys, I'm gonna say it for you. Tony Nadal has been fired. I'm joking.
Damn, Lucy's confirming news, you know. Unconfirmed
But no,
confirmation from Lucy.
unconfirmed information. He's no longer part of the team, but in my little head, my little world, he has been fired. We have fired him anyways.
What do you make of that as well, though? With like him saying that his dad's going to be traveling more, because I like that. Because a lot of people don't necessarily like the whole parent coach thing. I am a big fan, and do you know one thing again? And we're going to go back to Shelton quickly. Look at him and his dad. Obviously, his dad was a pro, so it's
This
different
is
to a
what,
level.
yeah.
But
I
at the
think
same
for
time, I
me,
think it's important to have a family member with you traveling throughout the year.
I'm not mad at it. Um, I think the issue is people always compare the fathers or the parents to one father. I don't even need to say his name.
Yeah,
You guys
of
already know who I'm
course,
talking
yeah, of
about. I don't
course.
even need to say his name. That man. Um, but I think with Felix's case though, I think the reason why for him is different is because even when they announced the Tony Nadal thing, some people were even saying, yeah, great, but get rid of the entire team. I personally don't really, I don't know. I'm not I think Frederick has done well. I think maybe adding another person that can do the job. I'm not too sure. I'm 50-50 about getting rid of the entire team, but I
Mm.
knew that getting rid of Tony Nadal was going to do some wonders for him. Because Felix is an amazing player on clay. Hence why when he brought in Tony Nadal, we were so excited. We were like, it's gonna take him to a next level.
Gonna win the
Um,
French.
Yeah, so I think I mean his dad is there to, like help him out, whatever. Like no one, I don't think his dad is his end goal to help him out in a lot of things. Parents themselves know. I mean, just like on that Vogue feature with Coco, It was Coco's dad who went to grab
Brad,
Brad.
yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So the parents themselves, they know was except that one parent. The parents themselves knows that they need to bring in other people to, take them to that next level. And I think that's what Felix need. I don't know. I just don't know if I agree yet that he needs to change his entire team. I won't be mad if he does. I'm just happy that the main person that needs to get out, needs to be out of there is out of there. I've wanted
No.
that man out for good 2 years now. Like, come on.
Oh God, I'm happy for you, Lucy. I'm happy for
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yes.